Hey there, Pam Landry in the house.
Hey, Pam, how are you?
Hey, Brian Smith's here.
Hey, look who's here.
Nice to see you.
Let me see. It is Pam Landry, isn't it?
It is, and it is Brian Smith.
Great to see you, Pam.
Good to be back together again.
Yeah, what happened to our old job?
I don't know, but we're here now.
Here we are. All right. Well,
Now, let me start this by saying you can reach us, ice cream soda CT at gmail.com.
okay, it costs us a lot of money in our marketing department to come up with this.
Please make a note of it,
Ice cream soda CT at gmail.com.
and we'll repeat it, I swear.
Yeah, too many times. Don't forget the CT part. Otherwise, somebody else gets it. We've gone through trouble with that already. Ice cream soda CT at gmail.com.
You got it.
Basically, we wanted to say thank you for everybody who was with us till the very end with our last broadcast and radio station sign-off a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. That's part of the reason we're here. Also because we want to start something new. And we're looking for ideas. We want this to be about our local communities because that's what we were doing before at the radio station we were just with. So ideas are welcome through the email address, icecreamsodact at gmail.com. And some of the things that we're thinking about, because we're starting just with audio, right, Brian? But
We're starting with this just to get it out there and see what we can do with it.
And that we're still alive and breathing
Yes.
somewhat.
And just to remind people who we are.
Right. But we want to take it into a video level, and we're thinking with doing that live at different locations around towns. So if you're in the Hamden, Cheshire, North Haven,
Southern Connecticut,
Wallingford,
Northeast,
Milford,
yes.
Orange, West Haven, East Haven area, reach out to us at icecreamsodact at gmail.com with any ideas, or, we'll come by.
Yeah, and let's not leave it with land-based. If you've got a nice big boat and you'd like to have us do a broadcast or a show from out there, let us know. Icecreamsodact at gmail.com.
We're also good on pool decks.
Speaking of pools and outside, it is a rainy week here in Southern Connecticut.
It is. Last week of the spring, it is the summer solstice on Friday. At what time did I say the summer solstice starts? I gave you the time. 11:52 a.m.
Yes, which I guess we're supposed to wear a certain kind of clothing for that.
Helmet.
What's happening? Helmet. This is a big summer. So the first day of summer is Friday. Yes.
The summer solstice. So this week leading up to it, the days get longer and longer every day, meaning there's more daylight, but with the rain, it may be hard to tell that.
You're telling me.
Yeah. So sun is setting around 8:30 every night, which I love.
Which
Brian,
is also, it's great for the golfers.
it's great for everybody. Remember when you were a kid? Did your parents tell you had to be in when the street lights went on?
Oh, no,
They left you out all night.
That's when
didn't
they told me to go out. I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, well.
But all the other kids are gone inside. We don't care. Get out.
The darker it is,
Yes.
the longer you stay outside.
Come back home when the streetlights go out.
So the best time of the year is right now, as far as I'm concerned, because there's more
beautiful,
light.
yes.
But summer's great. Summer starts on Friday, and we have the scattered showers all this week with mid to high 70s.
Sure,
as
but
the temperatures.
It's not snow, so we can be happy about
Exactly.
that. And wear the helmets. This is the other thing about summer nights that when we were a kid we were afraid of. Bats landing in your hair.
Yes.
Did you ever hear that? You're
Yes.
coming home on your bike, man. Put a hand on your head so the bats don't land in your hair. I didn't know that happened.
But weather-wise, something else that's going on this week is the Travelers Golf Tournament. The Travelers Championship, Brian, the TPC River Highlands Cromwell is where it is.
TPC. Now, is that a disease? What is that?
No. It stands for Tournament Players Club.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a magical oil.
I thought that was a charity. My cousin had that once.
Is he okay?
Bad itch. Yeah.
Was there an ointment for that?
No, he had to go overseas for a little while.
Is that what they called it?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so Travelers Championship started today. Actually, it's all this week. The Pro-Am is on Wednesday, and then Thursday through Sunday is the main coverage on the Golf Channel.
Oh, really?
The Golf Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Just in case I can't sleep, I usually turn that on once in a while.
Basically, I know where MLB is. That's about it.
So here we are. It is the third week of June already.
Yeah.
Summer is just about here, and it's a historical week. We have some fun things.
There's always stuff going on. So I plucked a couple. Musically, this week in history, 1971, Carole King earned her first #1 single as a performer with the double-sided hit "It's Too Late, I Feel the Earth Move" from the Tapestry album. Brian, I don't know if you owned the Tapestry album when you were a kid, but I knew the words to every song
No, I
on
didn't.
that
I didn't
album.
own it, but I knew the music quite well.
I had it on vinyl.
Okay, we had in our old studio that
Right.
we just left a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
We had the album framed.
Yes.
and it was from when 1971.
71. Yeah.
should have grabbed it. We could have sold it on eBay.
I probably have it in a box somewhere
Yeah.
in my attic. And also a couple years earlier this week in 65, the Four Tops went to number one with I Can't Help Myself.
I can't help myself.
Sugar Pie Honey Bunch.
Let me just point out that we would be playing that music now if we could, but because of the copyright laws in this country,
We can't afford it.
It would cost us an arm and a leg to have to play any of that. So we'll just say the names of the songs, and hopefully they won't grab us for that.
And by the way, fun fact about I Can't Help Myself, the hit that came out of that recording was just the second take of the song.
Really?
That's when
How did you know that?
That I wasn't there, but
Any birthdays this week?
yeah, there's some notable birthdays, and don't yell at me if I don't get them all, but just a couple. 1897, this week in 1897.
Eric Clapton.
No,
Okay.
that's bad.
Mo from the Three Stooges.
Mo Howard.
No kidding.
He was born in Brooklyn in 1897 this week. He died in 1975. His real name, did you know what his birth name was?
Maurice? I don't know. Mo. What would it
Moses Horowitz from Brooklyn.
be? And weren't they all? What Mo was related to Curly and to Shemp. So I have to follow up on my Three Stooges history.
Another fun fact. When I was a kid, my parents would not let me watch The Three Stooges because...
Why?
They were too violent.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, see, my parents made me watch them.
They used to knock each other's heads together all the time.
Yeah, but that's what we did at lunch.
So,
No, so you couldn't watch the Three Stooges.
no, they my parents weren't strict, but they just felt that was they weren't good role models, I guess.
Not for our little Pam.
All right.
She's not going to watch that.
Some other notable birthdays this week would be the birth anniversary of Guy Lombardo, born in 1902.
Oh, okay. Reminds me of my grandparents every New Year's.
I better stop before we...
Yeah, I was just getting teary-eyed.
Also born this week, Lou Gehrig in 1903.
Uh-huh.
Yep, passed away in 1941. American Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig.
And on a separate note, Brian, 55 years ago today, 55 years ago this week, Taz, the Tasmanian Devil, the Warner Brothers cartoon character, first debuted in Devil May Hair.
So the Tasmanian Devil's first cartoon came out?
Yes,
I'd love to find out. See, I'm learning so much from this broadcast already. I'll have to go home and listen to it.
1954.
I'd love to know where that came from.
Yeah.
Who sat down in the Warner Brothers thought room and said, let's come up with a Tasmanian Devil that, what is his superpower?
I know.
He
He
spins.
spins.
He
Yeah.
spins fast, but does he destroy people? Does he eat things? What happens?
He's like a blender.
But people were afraid of him.
But I can tell you he was created by Robert McKimson and Warren Foster
Yeah.
of Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies.
And we thought drugs were just a thing, the present day problem. I don't think so.
So a
The
happy 55th
Tasmanian
birthday.
Devil.
Yeah, Taz, as they call him.
I had a very bad stomach flu last week, and I know the action of the Tasmanian Devil.
Rotor-rooter.
I was moving like that myself a little
And
bit.
away go troubles down the drain. Okay, so what's going on locally? We have
it's
some local stuff.
Summertime.
Yeah,
And the solstice is here.
and the living is easy.
So this is what we like so much about the broadcast because it's local. Hamden is having their own 2019 Summer Solstice Festival.
Woot, woot.
It's on Friday, June 21st.
Which is the first day of summer.
Which is the first day of summer.
Makes sense.
Isn't that, how did they do that? Anyway, where else in Hamden but
Brilliant
at the
marketing.
Hamden Town Center Park from
That's where it's
4:30
at.
till 9 o'clock. 3 dozen local and regional food truck vendors serving up specialties, which they all do,
You had me at food vendors.
and music from the band Alpaca Gnomes.
Ooh.
Ben and the gang, I know them, and DJ Rachel, who's a very nice lady.
Okay.
So that's the Summer Solstice
What time is
Festival. It's 4:30 till 9 o'clock.
Oh.
Friday, June 21st at the Hamden Town Center Park.
Okay, hopefully the weather will be cooperating. Also coming up, because you know me with the animals, and one of my favorite animal welfare organizations is Halfway Home Rescue of North Haven. HalfwayHomeRescue.org is their website. They've got their Brewskis and Pooch Skis benefit.
Who comes up with these names?
It's a fundraiser at New England Brewery. We love them. New England Brewing Company at 175 Amity Road in Woodbridge. It's happening Sunday, June 30th at noon. It's a fundraiser. It's an adoption event. It's a raffle featuring Lucky Dog food truck. All proceeds go to helping the homeless animals of the Halfway Home Rescue, and good beer at that New England Brewing Company.
So let me get something straight.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people drinking a lot of beer, then they take dogs home?
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
What could happen except the next morning they wake up with a bender and they say to me, where do all these dogs come from?
What did I do?
Sir, you adopted 27 of them.
Sunday, June 30th at New England Brewing Company in Woodbridge. That will be happening.
Coming up also this is on Friday, June 29th, so you can put this on your calendar. The Cheshire Clergy Association and Cheshire Community Food Pantry present Food Stock. Again, this is on Friday, June 29th, and it will be on the Church Green on Church Drive from 5 till 7 o'clock. This is next Friday, June 29th. This will be live music, games, and for kids, a bouncy house, which kids cannot refuse. They can't not go in the bouncy house. If the kids are in the car, you drive by one, the kids will jump out the window if you don't stop. Anyway, live music, games, bouncy house. It's Food Stock, and it's a food drive for kids' meals and snacks to keep kids with food with 2 meals a day over the summertime. They need kids' cereals, mac and cheese, pasta, hamburger helper, Pop-Tarts, popcorn, juice boxes, and all the foods will be donated to the Cheshire Community Food Pantry. Food Stock on the Church Green in Cheshire, Friday, June 29th from 5 till 7 o'clock.
And you know what? That's something that we don't really think about. It's summer. Kids are out of school, and a lot of families don't have the money to give their kids meals or snacks it's just too expensive. And so this is kind of taking the place of the schools doing that for the kids.
And the kids going to school, they'd be on a schedule where they'd realize, at least, and the parents and the kids would realize, at least the kids would get food in the school.
Yep. So this is kind of in lieu of that. So a good thing. Food Stock. And the date of that again, Brian, is?
It's next Friday, June 29th.
On the Cheshire Church Green.
5 till 7 o'clock in the Church Green.
So anything you can do for that would be great.
Now,
donate.
Speaking of food, our friends at Reynolds Wrap have something fun and dopey for you.
Yes, Brian and I have been job searching lately. And the makers of Reynolds Wrap announced, I don't know why I thought of you, Brian, when I saw this, announced they're seeking someone willing to spend 2 weeks getting paid to travel the country eating barbecue.
Let me think. Okay.
They have a name for the job. It is the Chief Grilling Officer. The Chief Grilling Officer for Reynolds Wrap will receive $10,000 plus prepaid travel and lodging costs to travel the country for 2 weeks in August while, quote, tasting and savoring barbecue ribs from some of the top barbecue rib cities in the country,
now, see,
unquote.
If I got hired for this, I wouldn't hear anything past just the fact they're paying $10,000 to eat barbecue around the country for 2 weeks. The marketing people would be wasting their time telling me anything else. Well, we're going to get ribbons and we're going to get bibs for you, special names. You're going to have blah, 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 blah.
Don't need that.
Just
right.
Where's the fork?
The person will be responsible for, of course, sharing photos to social media, techniques, and grilling tips on the Reynolds Kitchen website.
Sir, do you know how to upload to Pinterest and Instagram? Yeah, whatever.
Where are the ribs?
Oh, I know how to do all that stuff. Where's the napkins?
The job posting said applications composed of a photo of the candidate grilling with 100 words on why they are qualified for the position are being accepted through Wednesday.
Because I'm hungry, because I'm hungry, because I'm hungry, because I'm hungry.
Because I'm hungry and poor, and I have 2 weeks to spare in August.
Keep repeating it.
So there you go. I thought that would be a good job for you, Brian.
It's been 2 weeks, sir. All you've done is eaten the food. You haven't posted any photographs. You haven't done any other work. Well, I quit then.
That's because I can't move.
Just give me my check and I'll go home.
And Brian, here's another one. Being on the radio as you and I have been for years, there's a DJ in Florida who is apparently nearly halfway through his attempt to break a Guinness World Record.
For what?
What's he doing? He is riding a giant Ferris wheel for more than 53 hours.
Is he keeping his job?
Hopefully.
I hope
That's
so.
what it
So
takes.
That's what you have to do these days.
They never offered that to us, did they? Hey, Pam and Brian, you can keep your jobs if you ride a giant Ferris wheel.
We have an offer for you. What would that be? Do we have to give up anything? Well, first of all, once you finish with the barbecue, you've got to go on the Ferris wheel for a week.
And there'll be no resting in
All
between.
right. Sure.
So the current record is 52 hours and 3 minutes. All right, so he wants to do at least 53 hours. And this guy says the big question that everyone's been asking him is how he goes to the restroom.
Who cares?
He gets,
Let's look up below.
exactly. There's a big net. 1 5-minute break an hour. Inside the gondola with me, I have a cooler. I've got some snacks. I've got a little desk set up where I can prop my laptop. I've got a phone charger, he said.
What good is that? That's too luxurious.
1 5-minute break an hour. So you got to train yourself?
Yeah, usually when you do all the Guinness Book of World Record stuff, it is a 5-minute break per hour, which to me is cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah, but
I could do that forever.
he is raising funds, by the
Yeah,
way,
I know.
for the Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center.
Well, good for him. No, that's
53 hours.
nice. Pal, if you're listening, good luck. And number 2, are you hiring?
Number 2, after I talked about what he's doing for bathroom breaks. So there you have it. That's what we've got for today. Our email address is icecreamsodact@gmail.com.
Again, thank you to everybody who stayed with us to the very end of the radio station's existence.
Yes.
And after we signed off a couple of weeks ago, we missed everybody. We had a lot of emails come into our corporate accounts, but those are going away. So if you want to get in touch with us, it's Pam Landry. It's
Brian Smith?
That's my name.
Oh, okay, good.
And you can email us at icecreamsodact@gmail.com.
And we assure you that Agnew is being well cared for.
Where's Agnew? He's not part of that. He's not part of that adoption gig, is he?
He might be.
I think Agnew got a job.
Brewskis and Poochkis.
Yes. All right. So thank you, everybody, and we will we'll be back with more of this.
Keep your suggestions coming. We want them because we want to make this bigger and better.
icecreamsodact@gmail.com.
Bye-bye.